Today is 20th of July. Market trade reversal on increased volume. Dow 6.83267. Now this happened after a strong run-up, which in the process broke the downward trend line. If you notice, actually at the trend line there are some reactions before it actually run up further, and at this very obvious resistance level we see a reversal bar. The fact that we have high volume, we do expect further retracement. I'd like to see the volume dry off. That would be indication of strength. Immediate resistance is at this level here. That is at about 3277. More significant one is 3300, and this has been tested on several occasions in the past. Downward trend line provides some level of support. We also have this support level over here. This is at about 3230. This is chart of S&P 500. Very strong upward move. It is approaching this resistance here, and this is at about 4637. Likely to see some reaction here. This is Nasdaq, and this is more obvious because this resistance has been tested on a few occasions, so we do expect some reaction when approaching there, and this is at about 14646. Market never run in a straight line. This has been too strong, so we do expect a retracement at a very convenient resistance level. This is 10-year Treasury yield. After breaking this downward trend line, there was a strong upward move followed by equally sharp retracement. So usually this type of pattern we do expect a couple of cycling. It is now supported at this downward trend line. Now the US data have shown that the inflation is cooling off, so that gives reason for interest rate hike to stop, and perhaps next year itself we may see interest rate cut. If the data continue to be positive, interest rate cut will be generally positive for the equity market. Let's take a look at some of the stock we're discussing. This is Yangzijiang. After the strong run-ups, stock actually lose some momentum. So we can see the series of overlapping bars, and this is currently a small deeper setup. A bar high here is at 155. Now we have mentioned that Sembcorp is likely to consolidate for a while. Alright, so usually this sort of patterns we do expect a couple of more swing, and we like to see the volume actually dry off. That will be an indication of strength. Otherwise, after these consolidations, it may even roll over. So whatever the case, we let the charts actually dictate our actions. Keppel Corp managed to achieve clear this resistance and continue to move up, and at this point in time we do have an increase in volume. Now obviously this is a very obvious resistance level, so it's important to actually watch. We also like to actually see the high volume resistance, which is around this level here. So this will be our immediate resistance levels, and it's actually currently approaching that. So again, it is important to actually lock in some profit when approaching that resistance level. This is Citron, mentioned in last week videos. There's a pullback, and here we have a very nice breakout. Notice a break on increased volume. Now obviously we do have some resistance here, so I would like to see a follow through from here. So you have missed this breakout, look for pullback, look for the next setup. SIA is actually currently off the radar screen. SIA Engineering perhaps is a better bet. Stock has been actually consolidating below the resistance levels, and notice the volume is also low. Look for decisive break above this. This is at 250. We do have another one to contend. This is slightly lower at 250. This is 251, so this is important level to watch. Now remember, resistance and supports are zone, so not a precise line. Dynamic. Now we have a sharp retracement on this occasion. This is 14th of July. Notice the increase in volume, and then we have a bounce. So this is a bit tricky because this is notice actually the bodies are generally small, and we do have two neutral bar. Concern is that at this level we may see a downward move. So again, if you have these positions, you should have taken some profit and managed position closely. So again, this may well consolidate and look for eventual break of 445. CSC Global. If you notice actually over here we have a gap up, and it tested on two occasions. It was not able to actually close well, and this is at 425, and today we managed to actually take it out. I'd like to see follow through from here. Notice the stock has been trending for quite some time, and this has been a very stubborn resistance. Managed to actually take it out. So we can look for pullback and look for next setup. For Empire, this stock actually has a nice breakouts, and right now it's actually pulling back. So this was the previous breakout, alright, and now it's pulling back. Notice the last 4 bar volume is low. Currently a contraction setup. Bar high here is at 118.